Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. What is the biggest enemy of success? It's not your competition. It's not a lack of resources. It's not even failure. The biggest enemy of success is hidden right where you least expect it. It's within you. Success begins in the mind. Before you can achieve anything in life, you must first believe that it is possible. Your mindset is the foundation upon which every success or failure is built. If the mind is plagued with doubt, negativity, or fear, it becomes nearly impossible to take the necessary steps toward your goals. Many people are defeated not because they lack talent or resources, but because they allow their thoughts to sabotage them before they even begin. What you believe about yourself determines how far you will go in life. Think about it. Every action you take originates in the mind. It's the starting point of every decision, every effort, and every risk. But when your mind is filled with negativity, it acts like a filter, distorting your view of yourself and the opportunities in front of you. Thoughts like I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, or I don't have what it takes are more than just passing ideas. They are roadblocks. These thoughts don't just keep you from starting, they rob you of the energy and determination needed to keep going when things get tough. The truth is, no one is born with an unshakable belief in themselves. Confidence is built. It's a process of training your mind to see possibilities instead of limitations. But that process doesn't happen automatically. You have to be intentional about it. You have to take control of your thoughts, replacing every negative belief with one that empowers you. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, replace it with, I'll figure out how. When fear tries to take over and tell you that you're not capable, remind yourself of all the times you've overcome challenges in the past. The mind is like a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, you'll grow a life that's filled with mediocrity and regret. But if you plant seeds of belief, confidence, and possibility, you'll cultivate a life of growth, success, and fulfillment. It's not enough to simply avoid negative thoughts. You must actively nurture positive ones. That means speaking life into your goals, surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, and feeding your mind with books, speeches, and ideas that inspire you to reach higher. One of the most damaging traps people fall into is believing that their circumstances determine their success. They look at where they are, what they have, or what they lack, and they assume that their future is limited. But success doesn't begin with what you have in your hands, it begins with what you have in your mind. A resourceful mindset can turn nothing into something. History is full of people who started with nothing but a dream and the determination to see it through. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't their resources, it's their resilience. Resilience is built in the mind. It's the ability to keep going when things don't go as planned. It's the courage to stand back up after every failure. But you can't build resilience if you're constantly tearing yourself down with negative thoughts. You have to believe that setbacks are temporary, that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, and that you have what it takes to keep moving forward. This belief doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. Let me be clear, thinking positively alone won't guarantee success. You still have to put in the work. But here's the key: when your mind is right, the work becomes purposeful. You're not just going through the motions, you're moving with intention. A mind filled with belief fuels action. It pushes you to take risks, to persevere through challenges, and to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Without the right mindset, even the best opportunities will slip through your fingers because you won't have the courage to seize them. Take a moment to examine your thoughts. Are they building you up or tearing you down? Are they pushing you closer to your goals or pulling you further away? The biggest battle you'll face on the road to success is the one that happens in your own mind. And here's the good news: you have the power to win that battle. You're not a prisoner of your thoughts. You have the ability to choose what you focus on and what you believe. Success begins with a decision to believe in yourself, to see the possibilities in front of you, and to take control of your mind. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've been through. What matters is what you believe about where you're going. Choose to believe in your greatness. Choose to see every obstacle as an opportunity. Choose to cultivate a mindset that propels you forward. Because when your mind is right, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Procrastination is the silent killer of success. It doesn't announce itself loudly or make a scene. It sneaks in quietly, disguised as comfort, excuses, or the false promise of later. Procrastination has a way of creeping into your mind and convincing you that there's no urgency, that you can always start tomorrow, or that the perfect moment is just around the corner. But let me tell you something, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And the perfect moment is a myth. Every time you delay taking action, you're not just losing time, you're losing opportunities, momentum, and progress. The danger of procrastination lies in its subtlety. It doesn't feel like failure at first. It feels harmless to push something off until later. But what starts as a single delay can quickly turn into a habit that steals your dreams one excuse at a time. You tell yourself, I'll start next week when I'm less busy, or I'll wait until I feel more motivated. But the truth is, waiting for motivation is like waiting for the wind to change. You can't depend on fleeting emotions to carry you forward. Success is built on action, not feelings. Think about the opportunities you've missed because you hesitated. Think about the goals you set for yourself at the start of the year, but haven't made any progress on because you kept putting them off. Procrastination doesn't just waste your time, it erodes your confidence. The longer you delay, the more daunting the task becomes. And the more you avoid it, the more you start to believe that you're not capable of achieving it. It's a vicious cycle that leaves you stuck in a place of frustration and regret. One of the biggest lies procrastination tells you is that you're not ready. You convince yourself that you need more time to plan, more time to prepare, or more time to perfect your approach. But perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. It's a way of delaying action under the pretense of getting it right. The truth is, you'll never feel 100% ready. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about starting where you are with what you have and figuring things out along the way. Procrastination also thrives on distractions. In today's world, it's easier than ever to lose focus. You pick up your phone to check one thing and find yourself scrolling through social media for an hour. You tell yourself it's just a quick break, but those quick breaks add up. They rob you of the time and energy you could have spent working on your goals. And while you're distracted, someone else is out there putting in the work, taking the risks, and seizing the opportunities you're letting slip away. Overcoming procrastination requires a shift in mindset. You have to stop seeing action as optional and start seeing it as essential. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. But you can't take those steps if you're constantly waiting for the right time. The right time is now. The only way to defeat procrastination is to take action, imperfect, messy, courageous action. It doesn't matter if you don't have all the answers. What matters is that you start. Discipline is the antidote to procrastination. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline doesn't rely on motivation, it relies on commitment. It's about setting clear priorities, creating a plan, and sticking to it no matter what. One of the most effective ways to combat procrastination is to break your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. When you focus on one step at a time, the journey doesn't feel as overwhelming. And with each small win, you build momentum that propels you forward. Accountability is another powerful tool. When you hold yourself accountable, or better yet, when someone else holds you accountable, you're less likely to fall into the trap of procrastination. Share your goals with someone you trust, set deadlines, and track your progress. Accountability creates a sense of urgency and keeps you focused on what truly matters. Most importantly, you have to change the way you think about time. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. Every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment you'll never see again. You can't afford to waste your time waiting for the right moment, because life doesn't wait for you to get ready. Opportunities come and go, and if you're not prepared to act, you'll miss them. Procrastination may feel comfortable in the moment, but its long-term effects are anything but. It robs you of your potential, your confidence, and your dreams. Don't let it win. Make the decision today to take action. Even if it's just one small step, take it. Success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who do. Your future self will thank you for the work you put in today, so stop waiting and start moving. The time to act is now. Fear is one of the most powerful forces that can stand in the way of success. It has the ability to paralyze you, to make you question your abilities, and to convince you that stepping outside your comfort zone is too risky. Fear whispers lies in your ear, telling you that failure is inevitable, that rejection is unbearable, and that trying is not worth the effort. But here's the truth: fear is a natural part of growth. It's not something to run from, it's something to confront, to understand, and ultimately to overcome. Fear often arises because of uncertainty. The unknown can be intimidating, and stepping into uncharted territory can feel like walking blindfolded into a storm. But uncertainty is also where possibilities live. Every great achievement in history was once an uncertain venture. The person who invented the light bulb, the entrepreneur who started a groundbreaking company, the artist who created a masterpiece, all of them faced uncertainty. They didn't have a guarantee of success, but they moved forward anyway. That's the key. Fear doesn't disappear by avoiding it. It fades only when you confront it head on. Many people allow fear to dictate their lives because they view it as an enemy. But fear, when approached correctly, can be a teacher. It reveals what matters to you, what you care about, and what's at stake. For example, if you're afraid of failing, it's often because you care deeply about succeeding. If you're afraid of rejection, it's because acceptance and connection matter to you. Instead of letting fear stop you, use it as a guide. Let it show you the areas where you need to grow, the challenges you need to face, and the risks you need to take. One of the greatest fears people face is the fear of failure. Nobody wants to fail, and the thought of falling short can be enough to make you stay in your comfort zone. But failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Failure teaches you lessons that success cannot. It shows you what doesn't work, sharpens your skills, and builds your resilience. Some of the most successful people in the world failed countless times before they achieved their goals. They didn't let failure define them, they used it as fuel to try again. Another common fear is the fear of rejection, whether it's being rejected in a relationship, at work, or in pursuit of a dream. Rejection stings. It can feel personal, as though it's a reflection of your worth. But rejection is not a measure of your value, it's a part of life. Not every opportunity is meant for you, and not every person will see your potential. That doesn't mean you're not worthy, it simply means you have to keep going until you find the right fit. Rejection is redirection. It's life's way of steering you towards something better. The fear of criticism is another roadblock to success. Many people hesitate to pursue their dreams because they're afraid of what others will say or think. They let the opinions of others dictate their choices, and as a result, they play it safe. But here's the reality: no matter what you do, someone will always have something to say. You can't please everyone, and trying to do so will only leave you exhausted and unfulfilled. Instead of fearing criticism, focus on your purpose. Let your passion and vision guide you, not the opinions of others. The antidote to fear is action. Fear thrives in inactivity. The longer you wait to take a step, the more time fear has to grow and take root. But when you take action, no matter how small, you weaken fear's grip. Each step forward builds your confidence and reminds you that you are capable. Action creates momentum, and momentum turns fear into courage. The more you face your fears, the less power they have over you. It's important to surround yourself with the right environment when confronting fear. Fear often grows when you're isolated, but when you have a support system, people who believe in you, encourage you, and push you to keep going, it becomes easier to face your challenges. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that inspire you to step outside your comfort zone. Their belief in you can reinforce your own belief in yourself. Fear is a part of the human experience. It's not something to eliminate completely, but something to manage and overcome. The goal is not to live a life without fear, but to live a life where fear doesn't control you. Acknowledge it, understand it, and then move forward despite it. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's taking action in the face of it. Every time you confront your fears, you grow stronger, and every time you conquer a fear, you move closer to the success that's waiting for you. Don't let fear rob you of your dreams. Don't let it keep you from stepping into your potential. The life you want is on the other side of your fears, and the only way to get there is to push through. You are stronger than your fears, braver than your doubts, and more capable than you realize. Take that first step. Face your fears and watch as they shrink in the light of your courage. Self-doubt is a thief that robs you of the confidence and belief you need to achieve your goals. It whispers in your mind, making you question your abilities, your worth, and your potential. It convinces you that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough to succeed. Self-doubt is insidious because it doesn't always come in loud, obvious ways. Sometimes it's subtle, like a small voice in the back of your head that keeps you from taking that leap of faith or pursuing a dream that feels just out of reach. One of the reasons self-doubt is so dangerous is that it creates a cycle. When you doubt yourself, you hesitate. When you hesitate, you hold back from taking action. And when you hold back, you miss opportunities and fail to make progress. This lack of progress reinforces the doubt, making you believe that maybe you weren't capable after all. Over time, this cycle can leave you stuck, watching others move forward while you remain in the same place, paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Self-doubt doesn't come from nowhere. It often stems from past experiences, failures, mistakes, or criticism that left a mark on your confidence. Maybe you tried something before and it didn't work out, so now you're hesitant to try again. Or maybe someone in your life planted seeds of doubt by telling you that you weren't capable or that your dreams were unrealistic. Whatever the source, self-doubt takes root in your mind and grows until it becomes a barrier between you and your goals. One of the most common effects of self-doubt is comparison. When you doubt yourself, you start looking around at others, measuring your progress, abilities, and achievements there as you see someone else succeeding, and instead of being inspired, you feel inadequate. You start to believe that they have something you don't, more talent, more resources, more luck, but what you don't see is their struggles, their failures, and the hard work they put in behind the scenes. Comparison is not only unfair to yourself, it's also a distraction. It shifts your focus away from your own journey and places it on someone else's path. Overcoming self-doubt requires a shift in mindset. First, you have to recognize that doubt is not a reflection of reality. It's a reflection of your fears and insecurities. Just because you feel doubt doesn't mean you're not capable. Feelings are not facts. You have to learn to separate the two and challenge the negative thoughts that hold you back. When self-doubt tells you can't do this, respond with evidence of times you've succeeded in the past. Remind yourself of the skills, strengths, and experiences you bring to the table. One powerful way to combat self-doubt is to take action. Doubt thrives in inactivity. The longer you sit and question yourself, the more time your doubts have to grow. But when you take action, even if it's just a small step, you start to build confidence. Action creates evidence that you are capable. And with each step forward, your doubt begins to fade. You don't have to have all the answers or a perfect plan to get started. What matters is that you move forward, even if it's imperfectly. Another strategy is to focus on your growth rather than perfection. Self-doubt often comes from a fear of not being good enough, but success is not about being perfect. It's about progress. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, and every mistake you make is part of your growth. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a teacher. Each failure brings you closer to success because it provides valuable insights and builds your resilience. Surrounding yourself with the right people is also crucial. Self-doubt can be amplified when you're in an environment that doesn't support or uplift you. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that believe in you and your potential. Sometimes having someone else believe in you can be the spark you need to start believing in yourself. Let their encouragement and support remind you of your worth and capability. Affirmations and visualization are additional tools that can help. Affirmations are positive statements that challenge and replace your negative thoughts. By repeating affirmations like I am capable, I am worthy, or I can achieve my goals, you reprogram your mind to focus on your strengths rather than your doubts. Visualization involves imagining yourself succeeding, seeing yourself achieving your goals and overcoming obstacles. This mental rehearsal can boost your confidence and reduce your doubts by reinforcing the belief that success is possible. Most importantly, remember that self-doubt is a part of the journey. Everyone, even the most successful people, experiences moments of doubt. What sets them apart is their ability to move forward despite it. They don't let doubt define them or dictate their actions. They acknowledge it, confront it, and choose to believe in themselves anyway. You are capable of far more than you realize. Don't let self-doubt hold you back from pursuing your dreams and reaching your potential. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of your purpose, your strengths, and your progress. Take action, seek support, and trust in your ability to figure things out along the way. The path to success is not about having no doubts, it's about not letting those doubts stop you. Keep going, keep believing, and keep building the life you deserve. The people you surround yourself with can either propel you towards success or hold you back from reaching your potential. Relationships, whether with friends, family, colleagues, or mentors, have a profound influence on your mindset, decisions, and actions. The truth is, you become like the people you spend the most time with. Their attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors rub off on you, whether you realize it or not. If you surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow, you're more likely to stay motivated and focused. But if you keep company with those who doubt you, criticize you, or distract you from your goals, they can sabotage your progress. Negative influences come in many forms. Some people are openly critical, always quick to point out why your ideas won't work or why you shouldn't even try. Others are more subtle. They might not say anything outright, but their lack of support or enthusiasm can drain your energy. Some people are constantly negative, focusing on problems rather than solutions. Being around that kind of mindset can make you start doubting yourself and your goals. And then there are those who, out of jealousy or insecurity, might actively try to hold you back because they're afraid of being left behind as you grow. One of the biggest challenges in recognizing toxic influences is that they often come from people close to you, friends, family members, or longtime acquaintances. You may feel a sense of loyalty to them, or you might hesitate to distance yourself because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But loyalty should not come at the expense of your growth and well-being. There's a difference between having compassion for others and letting their negativity derail your journey. You can love people and still set boundaries. You can care about them and still protect your energy and focus. It's also important to be aware of the influence of those who are complacent. Not everyone who holds you back is actively trying to do so. Sometimes it's the people who are comfortable staying where they are, who have no ambition to grow or improve, who can unintentionally hinder you. They may not understand your drive or your dreams because they've never dared to dream big themselves. Being around complacent people can make you start to settle for less, convincing you that it's okay to stay in your comfort zone instead of pushing for more. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with the right people can make all the difference. Positive, driven, and supportive individuals inspire you to reach higher, work harder, and believe in yourself. They encourage you when you face challenges, celebrate your victories, and hold you accountable to your goals. They don't let you settle for mediocrity because they see your potential sometimes even more clearly than you do. These are the people who energize you, challenge you, and push you to become the best version of yourself. Finding the right people requires intentionality. Seek out those who share your values, vision, and determination. Look for mentors who have walked the path you aspire to follow, peers who are striving for similar goals, and friends who genuinely want to see you succeed. It's not about surrounding yourself with people who agree with you all the time. That's not growth. It's about finding those who will challenge you constructively, offer new perspectives, and help you see opportunities where you might see obstacles. The influence of your circle goes beyond motivation and support. It also shapes your mindset. If you're constantly around people who focus on problems, complain about their circumstances, or make excuses, you might start adopting that same mindset. But if you surround yourself with people who focus on solutions, take responsibility for their actions, and maintain a positive outlook, you'll be more likely to do the same. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your habits, and your habits ultimately determine your success. Sometimes changing your circle requires difficult decisions. It might mean spending less time with people who drain your energy or letting go of relationships that no longer serve your growth. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life entirely, but it does mean prioritizing the relationships that align with your goals and values. It's not selfish to protect your focus and energy. It's necessary. You can't pour into others if your own cup is empty, and you can't reach your potential if you're constantly being pulled in the wrong direction. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to rise higher, you need to surround yourself with people who are already where you want to be or are on their way there. Success leaves clues, and being around successful, driven individuals exposes you to the habits, mindsets, and strategies that lead to achievement. Let their energy and determination inspire you to keep pushing forward. The company you keep is one of the most significant factors in determining your success. Take a close look at the people in your life. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? Are they encouraging you to chase your dreams, or are they planting seeds of doubt? Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to be better, and who walk alongside you on your journey. The right relationships can propel you to new heights, while the wrong ones can anchor you to the ground.
Choose wisely, because your future depends on it.
Success is not an accident. It's a deliberate journey shaped by your mindset, choices, and environment. But the biggest enemies of success, fear of failure, procrastination, self-doubt, and negative influences, are not external forces. They are battles within. They don't show up wearing labels, but their impact is undeniable, keeping you stuck, stagnant, and uncertain. You must face these enemies head on. Fear of failure is not the end, it's a teacher, a stepping stone toward growth. Procrastination steals time, so take control of your actions and move with urgency toward your goals. Self-doubt may whisper lies, but it cannot overpower the truth of your worth and capability. And the company you keep matters deeply. Surround yourself with people who elevate and inspire you, not those who drain and discourage you. This is your moment to take back your power. Success doesn't require perfection, but it does demand persistence, faith, and action. Every time you confront fear, every step you take despite hesitation, every boundary you set with negative influences, those are victories. Those are the moments when you grow stronger and closer to the life you were created to live. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Don't let fear, delay, doubt, or others' negativity keep you from stepping into your destiny. The path to success is yours to walk, but you must choose to walk it boldly, intentionally, and with unwavering belief in yourself. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to silence the enemies within and move forward. Take that step. Success is waiting for you.